Welcome back. Now we want to add 3 fractions at a time. It's no different from adding 2 fractions. So let's write down 14 over 9 plus fraction 7 over 18 plus fraction 4 over 27. Okay. To find the least common denominator, well, there are many methods. I'm just following this one method. Start with the largest number. Do all the other numbers go evenly in it? Does 9 go in 27? Yes. Does 18 go in 27? No. So, that's 27. 27 times 1. The next one is 27 times 2. 54. Does 9 go in 54? Yes. Does 18 go in 54? Yes. Does 27 go in 54? Yes. So that is the least common denominator. What does that mean? I need to write the fraction, every fraction with the least common denominator. Okay. So the first denominator. How do I go from 9 to 54? 9 times 6 is 54. Whatever I multiply to the denominator, I must multiply to the numerator. So I have 14 times 6. Okay, at this point I need to multiply it by hand. So let's see, 14 times 6. 6 times 4 is 24. 6 times 1 is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. So this is 84 in the top. Likewise, 18, how do I go from 18 to 54? 18 times 3 is 54. Whatever I multiply to the denominator, I need to multiply to the numerator. So that's it, 21 upstairs, 7 times 3. How do I go from 27 to 54? Well, 27 times 2 is 54. So whatever I multiply to the denominator, I must multiply to the numerator. So 4 times 2 is an 8. So that fetches me. Okay. I have a common denominator, so I simply write that down, 54, and add all the numerators together. 84 plus 21 plus 8. Okay, so just to be careful, let me write them all down. 84 plus 21 plus 8, right? So that gets me what? 8 plus 1, 9, plus 4 is a 13. 1 plus 8, 9, plus 2 is an 11. So this gets me fraction 113 over 54. Well, you can, they want you to write it in a fraction with the simplest form. 54, well, 113. What are the factors of 54? 54 is 9 times, it helps to understand 54. 54 is 3 times 18, right? Which is 3 times 18 is 2 times 9, which is 3 times 2 times, what is 9? 3 times 3. So in other words, what I did here was prime factorization of 54. There is a 2 and there are 3 3's. Well, does 2 divide 113? It does not, because this is not an even number. Does 3 divide 113? Well, the test is you add all the digits. 1 plus 1, 2 plus 3 is 5. Does 3 divide 5? No. So 3 will not divide this. Mind you, this test of adding all the digits work for checking of 3 and checking of 9. No other. Okay, so but basically we want to check whether any prime factor of the denominator divides the numerator evenly. It does not. In other words, nothing can be reduced. So numerator is 113, denominator is 54. Next, subtraction. Well, when you have same denominator, you simply subtract the numerators. 22 minus 8 is a 14. Okay, if you could reduce, you would reduce, but nothing goes. Okay, there is no reduction. Next problem. Now you have different denominators, so we need to show get common denominator. So first one is a fraction, 17 over 30, minus second one is a fraction, 13 over 48. So notice, for addition and subtractions you need common denominator, not otherwise. All right, so in this case, if you notice, I need least common denominator of these two numbers, 30 and 48. There are several methods. Well, one method is to look for prime factorization and then proceed. The other method is to take multiples of the bigger number. So let me try multiples of the bigger number. Bigger number is 48. 30 does not go in it. All right. So 48 times 2 is 96. 30 doesn't go. Notice, because of that 0, I need to end in a 0 basically. 96. I will add one more 48, right? So 100 and basically I will go until 48 times 5. Okay, so that's a 40 and 240. Now that works because that number 30 will go evenly and so does 48. 48 times 5 is 240 and 30 times 6, not 6, 8 is 240. Okay, so I'm sure there are other ways of doing this, but this is one way. Okay, there are many ways of doing this. So the point of this is get the same denominator. Okay, what did we say? 30 times 8 is 240. So multiply by 8 to the denominator and to the numerator. So what is 17 times 8? I need to multiply it by hand. Okay, so you're multiplying. 8 times 7, 56. 8 times 1 is 8. 8 plus 5 is a 13. So that's 136. Whereas 48 times 5 is 240. So whatever I multiply downstairs, I need to multiply upstairs. So that's a 65. Okay. At this point, so what did we do? We started off with subtraction of fraction. So remember, for addition and subtraction, you need common denominators. We came up with common denominators and rewrote our fractions appropriately. Now that you have common denominator, I write the common denominator and subtract. So that gets me 136 minus 65. That's a 1, and 13 minus 6 is a 7. All right, this cannot be reduced. Let's check. Okay, next problem I'll start on my next video.